Good morning, and welcome to another Writer's Morning Commute with Ashton Gaskill. Hello. So, this is the last week leading up to Christmas, and I am just exhausted. I guess we'll start by looking at my how I did on my goals. Last week's goals were to finish editing the last 8 chapters of my book, which, if you'll recall, I had successfully done the first 8 chapters the week before. So it was a doable goal, but I didn't do it. I did get almost 5 of the chapters done. I have a bit more to do on the last one. I got most of it done, but not quite all of it. And I still have the last 3. So, that's the thing. This week has been actually pretty good as far as my mental health goes. My depression hasn't been too bad, and that's all fine, but it has been starting to get busy with holiday stuff. I went to a friend's final presentation for one of her online classes that she had to give a presentation for to support her. So that was, good. I don't regret going, but it was time consuming. My attention has just been all over the place. Really excited about the great designer search that's going on at Magic. I'm applying for that. Not really expecting to get in, but excited at the idea and want to give it my best. I also have a kind of a cycle where I go through periods of time where I'm more, where my brain is more likely to daydream and become obsessed with and, just kind of think about creative stuff versus when it wants to do analytical stuff. So I'll have a few months where it wants to write and it wants to, paint or draw. It wants to do artsy stuff. And then I'll go through a few months where it's more interested in building game systems or improving game systems or learning new things. And that cycle is really rough on my writing sometimes. And that was the biggest reason why I didn't get much writing done or much editing done this week. Was because I was obsessed with these ideas of the Great Designer Search and learning all I could about Magic design beyond the basics that I already knew. I was also obsessed with, there's a card game that I want to design and at least make so I can play with my friends. And trying to figure out how that all will work. Like when I'm trying to sit there and edit and I'm looking at my document and I'm trying to brainstorm and think, my brain just keeps going back to this game that I'm thinking of instead. And that's not very helpful when you're trying to edit what's in front of you. I do think I can get, I don't know, it's going to be pushing it to get it done today by any means. Even this weekend with Christmas coming up, it's a super busy weekend with lots of travel, lots of get-togethers with friends and family. And part of me is really looking forward to all of that. A lot of people who I love a lot, and a lot of people who I don't get to see very often. Part of me is also dreading this coming 4 days of constant socializing, but we will get through. far as my goals for next week, I am taking off from work all next week, so I'll be at home. Obviously, Monday is Christmas, so being realistic, probably not going to have a lot done that day. But the rest of the week, I should be able to be really productive. So my goal for next week will be to definitely iron out anything remaining with this last book, and to iron out anything that needs changed with the series overall. Whew, that's kind of exciting to think about. This time next week, my series will be done with the alpha phase. I can move into the beta writers. Oh man, it's a good feeling for this dreary Friday. As always, thank you all for writing with me. I love you all. I greatly appreciate your support. And I hope you all have a great weekend. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. I'll see you later.